Hey everybody, it's Jammy, and I'm back. And today we're making brilliant, shining Poffins. For this Poffin recipe, I'm going to make my favorite milk bread dough, which has stuff including milk, of course, flour, butter, sugar, and a few other ingredients. You could make this by hand. However, I'm gonna take the Poffin route and use a big clunky machine. See this thing right here? This baby spits out Poffins like no one's business. When you do load a bread machine, you kind of have to do it in a certain way. So in goes the milk, an egg, all of flour. Use bread flour if you have it. A little bit of olive oil, which is weird because we're also using butter, but it's an old Claire Sappitz trick to make your bread nice and soft for days. Yeast, of course, on one side, and then sugar and salt on the other. Don't forget the salt. All right, let's take this to our bread machine. Look at it go. All right, after it's been kneading for about 10 minutes, you can add your butter. Don't add it before then, or else your bread will have no structure, but it's cool to add it now. All right, it's done kneading. Now all we gotta do is wait for about an hour for it to double in size. All right, now that our dough has risen, we're gonna lightly flour a wooden surface and dump out the dough. It should be pretty soft. Alright, so I'm gonna divide this into 6 equal pieces using my scale, but you can freeball it. Doesn't have to be exact. Once you have 6 equal sized balls, you want to roll them up into a taut ball using that whole pizza dough method. Just, it'll come together. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect ever. Alright, flatten out one of your rounds into an oval. Don't want to go too thin with it. That's good. Now we're going to get some fillings. I'm going to use a little bit of vanilla pudding. Want to go real scant with this. Spread it to the edge. Not the edge, kind of like, almost like a pizza. You want to leave the ends exposed. And a little bit of raspberry jam, my favorite. I want to spray it out with a spatula, but I'm in a hurry. Now you want to fold up, leaving no air pockets, and if some of the filling comes out, leave it out. You don't want to overfill these. Alright, then put your dough seam side down on a parchment lined sheet. As for the savory ones, you can fill them with pretty much anything. Traditionally, people fill them with leftover curry, but I'm gonna go with salami, white cheddar, and trust me on this, dried cranberries. You don't want to fill them too much, even though this is a much less wet filling. The cheese will melt and become wet. Alright, just as before, we're gonna fold it up. Make sure you don't leave any air pockets. Make sure you pinch really, really good. Don't want these to pop halfway through in the oven. Nice. Alright, it's time to let these rise for a second time. Make sure that you know which ones are sweet and which ones are savory, but regardless, cover them with a towel or plastic and we'll be back in about half an hour. Look at that, they're nice and risen. Now you're going to want to brush every single one of these beautiful loaves carefully with egg wash, which is just an egg that's been beaten. It's also going to help the topping stick. The savory ones I'm going to sprinkle with sesame seeds, and the sweet ones get colorful sprinkles. Alright, into the oven. After about 20 to 25 minutes, they should look like this. But here's the thing, they're not done yet. I'm going to do a cool baker's trick by grabbing them with a spatula off of the baking pan very carefully and putting them on a cooling rack. Alright, while they're still warm, I'm going to put them on a cooling rack and then cover them with the same towel that you used to proof them. This will make them reabsorb the moisture. That way they'll be super duper soft. And in fact, I'm going to do 2 layers of towels just to make sure that none of this escapes. Okay, this looks weird, but trust me on this. These are going to be amazing. Let these cool for at least an hour. Alright, now we can wake up our little buns from their nap. And they should still be a little warm. Check this out though. See? Super duper soft. The sweet ones I like for breakfast or for an afternoon snack with a strong espresso or some delicious freshly brewed tea. Slice it open. As for the savory ones, I usually nuke them for about 30 seconds because I want the filling to be nice and ooey gooey. Let's slice into it. Soft, pillowy, totally delicious. Poffins are yummy! If you like that, check out this Pokemon playlist. Also, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I plan on ramping up recipes again. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!